Okay.
2 years ago, I took her out on a date. And this was shortly after, like, this was right around when my daughter was kind of born, right? And me and my ex, me and my daughter's mother, we weren't together prior to my daughter being born. So it was a bit, and I met this girl online. This is another reason why I will never do online dating.
Again.
Ever. I refuse it. I think it's the worst thing. The best thing you can do to pick up anyone or to meet anyone is out and about. At a bar,
To this day, I don't understand how guys even have luck dating on the dating apps because I've tried for years and I've never, ever had luck. Except for, I think, maybe two girls, and I already knew them.
right.
So it was like we just like ended up like swiping on each other and like, oh, like we know each other, so let's go hang out. But like random girls never had luck.
It's a hit and miss.
So
Yeah.
so this girl, right? Her parents have seasons tickets to the Sox and to the Patriots.
Ooh. Okay. There you go.
Good seats too. Good seats.
Yeah.
So she hits me up last night. I mean, 1 o'clock here, 1 a.m. here, right? And I already had tough time sleeping. So, I said, hey, how's it going? And she said, what did you think of the game? Now, I haven't talked to this girl in 2 years. And I can't remember
She
why.
just randomly hit you up.
On Snapchat, correct.
Okay.
And I guess I was friends with her. I rarely ever go on it.
Right.
So, she asked me what I thought about last night's game, right? Pat's game. And I give her my honest answer. I said, I think it's about time that Kraft hangs up his hat and he retires and he sells the team to somebody who, is younger, right? Has the money, who's younger, and who wants to rebuild the team into a better sport. Like, Kraft has had his years with Belichick and Brady, and I think it was the best dynasty that anybody in their lifetime. I mean, a majority of the people now have literally lived through the Brady-Belichick era. And with them too comes along Kraft. But one leaves, then the other, and now the other one's making stupid moves with purchases. They got rid of Mayo. So I give her, needless to say,
Give her the whole spiel.
I give her my opinion. She asked. She goes off on me out of the fucking blue. She says, she said, quote unquote, who are you to decide on somebody when they need to retire? This and that. Like, she spoke to me like I just insulted her dad.
She asked your opinion. Her
parents are old. So almost like I insulted her dad.
Oh my
God. All right. Now, I let her go off on me. She went off on me. She goes, well, how many dates did we go on? She started going on about how many dates. Right? On how many dates we went on in the past. And I said, one. The only one I can remember is picking her up. She goes, well, we went on 2. We went to this place in Burlington and blah, 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 blah. I said, well, I don't remember that one. And then so she kept going on. She goes, see, you talked a lot of shit about, Kraft and how old he is, and this is the reason why. And then you started, and when we went on a date, you were talking about your ex and this and that, and my daughter's mother. I said, well, this is what happens when you date people. Yeah. I said, it's the last time I checked, you haven't dated anybody, and you're still living at home with your parents, and you teach.
Teenager fighting, bro.
Out of the blue. This, 2 years?
Yeah.
So again, she rips into me again about my opinion on last night's game. And she says, well, since you can't remember that we went on two dates, you must be just like Kraft, so maybe you should hang it up and retire. And I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. You just reminded me why I stopped talking to you. Bye, Felicia. And I blocked her. But it was just so random how a ghost of Christmas past could just suddenly come back.
Randomly, she was
Out of the
honestly
blue.
bored.
I thought I had her blocked already. She has those eyes that look like she will make you kill people
Like crazy eyes.
and not be charged for it. Do you know what I mean? She'll make you kill people, but she'll be all right. Like the
question is,
Manson.
how did you meet
the
her?
Manson mindset. Online. This is why I stopped dating online. This is why I will not go online to date. I don't care. Even if you see anything online with my name on it, it was probably old, and I don't know how to get rid of shit like that. So I let it
I am
fucking
definitely
roll.
creating a
But I
Tinder
do
profile for this
not
guy.
go online for fucking anything when it comes to dating. I'd rather meet people in person.
This is story number
In
three,
person.
three now with girls that he's
In
just had
person.
like shit fucking luck.
In person.
Oh yeah, he's just. I don't know if he knows how to pick them or he just knows how to find them.
I mean, the only luck
You know,
I've had.
that thing on Family Guy? Ooh, piece of candy.
The only luck. Ooh, Adam West.
Piece of candy.
The only luck I have had. I will say this. I will say this. The only luck I have had with women was the one I dated for 6.5 years, got engaged with. She was 20 years older than me. Okay? I do like my older women.
They're
I
more
think
mature.
they are. Well, you can't really say that, though. Because I've had them older.
More
I've had 'em younger,
experience. More experience.
around my age. Right? So, it's who they are.
Yeah.
Right now, the one I was with for 6.5 years, she had taught me a lot. Right, she had gave me some experience. Right, but again, the mindset of whatever she asks for, she should get. Right, you can't really do that. You know, men pay for everything. Where it's 2020 fucking 4, give or take.
Yeah,
You know,
25.
everything's 50-50 now at this point, right?
He has to.
And then the other one, obviously, she gave me my daughter. So I have a place for her somewhere.
Yeah.
But she gave me my daughter. So, you know, yes. Yes. if time ever came down to it and she needed me, I would go to bat for her, in a way.
Yeah.
In a way. Because she is the mother of my daughter. So there was like two women that I can say, yes, things went off rails. One took a little longer than the other. The other one came up pretty quickly, which was fine. But those two gave me something good. The rest of them,
Piece of candy.
gave me fucking shit. The rest of them gave me fucking shit.
You got a bad piece
So-
of candy.
And this is why I have been off the market for
Longer than he can count. I guess he's had no luck.
But
wait.
I don't know. I don't know if you should just run or if the lady
Going
should
on
just
3
run.
years. I'm going on 3 years.
Wow.
I've been off the market. I have not attempted to date, except that one. Right?
I mean, hey, sometimes you just
The one that blew me up
sometimes you
from
just
2 years ago.
shouldn't. You know.
The thing is, it's
2022.
it goes back like the whole thing of online dating or not. He's like, no, the online dating.
Can you grab my phone? I'm gonna.
Yeah.
The whole online
Since the
dating thing
fucking
is
thing doesn't want to work.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
that's how we are operating now. Like you go to the bars, yeah, you're still gonna find some people at the bars, but like the way you used to approach on the bar, now if you approach the same way, they look at you funny.
Yeah.
Because reality is, we are here, the same age group,
Yeah.
right? Of course, the ladies there are there in the same age group. There is a reason why they are single. And I can name three very-
it might not necessarily be them though, too.
Yes, but I can name 3 or 4 reasons.
3 or 4. Okay, what's the 3 or 4? I want to hear
Okay.
this one.
Number 1,
Okay.
they decide to be single. They don't want a relationship.
Right.
They just think
They're just better off.
Better off.
Yeah.
Independent, strong woman. They just want to work
Yeah.
on themselves. And I
They
respect that.
want to do them.
They don't nothing to do. Like I am me.
Right.
Number two is pretty much they are there because they are party. They like to party. They want to hang out, and they don't want a full commitment. But they are not fully independent.
Right. They want to have fun and mess around.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are that kind of person that I can say mentally. They are still stuck on their phase of their life. They didn't move to the next season.
Right.
Number three is a failed relationship. Somehow, somewhere, they failed their relationship and they are still hanging around the bar. Okay? And number four is still that person that is just going back to the dating scene. It's not like, when I say failed relationship, I'm not married. It's we're dating for a long time, boyfriend just broke up. And then number four is the person that married at a young age, got divorced, and now it's there.
I can give you a fifth reason. They're fucking batshit crazy.
Here we go. But here's the thing, right? So those are ladies on our age,
Yeah.
and you can still approach them the same way. However, if there is 30 ladies on the bar, on a nice busy bar,
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, maybe 5 or 6 are in a group that are our age. The
Yep.
rest of them are younger than us, way younger, which is, I can say, 21 to 27. And when you approach them certain ways, like my fellow colleague over here who likes to be a gentleman, if you approach them certain way, they look at him and say, "You're creepy."
Well, so here's the thing though too. I'm an avid bar goer. I bar crawl, bar hop,
Yeah.
like consistently. That is like we'll call that my hobby.
Yes.
Because it's something that I do. Like top 3 things, it's either it bounces between probably 1 and 2. That is my go-to thing to do back at home. And when it comes to approaching women, I have everything between the guy who's 21 and the guy who's like 40, and I'm like obviously in between. And how they approach women or talk to them, they don't, for one, and I've gone out with I had like an old group of friends. Like, well, not old group, but like I met one guy he was a biker, and he had like a Harley hat, so like I just make conversation with him.
Yeah.
And I got to know their little crew of like 8 people, whatever it was, all guys, and we go out to the bar, and they would gawk over these girls. Like every time we went out, they're like, "Oh, she's hot, whatever." And I'd always like kind of like go talk to them, have a conversation, say hi. Simple words. Hi, how's it going? Saw you from across the bar. Crack a fucking joke. And anything to break the ice. And no matter what I said, they would not do it. They either didn't have the balls, or they just most of the time they didn't have the balls. Or they just make, I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to get up over there. Blah blah blah. They were basically afraid of rejection.
Intimidated.
They were so intimidated. And it was the same people. It was just like, I'd rather do the online dating thing. And I'm like, I don't fucking get how you guys do this shit. Because they pull girls left and right online. But like me, I tried nothing. I mean, I'm not complaining because I can pull girls in person all day long. But like,
Because
whatever.
online, you're not having that conversation eye to eye.
You're hiding.
You're hiding.
You're hiding behind a screen.
And you can
Well,
tell.
the problem is you don't even know who the fuck you're getting online. Not anymore.
You don't know who you're getting online. Oh, yeah, that's
I
true. The
agree.
catfishing.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
I
Well, at least with
agree.
in person, you know who you're going to talk to. And right off the bat, when you go to, you have a better chance in person knowing if they are taken, married, or whatever.
Yes.
Whereas online, they can set up any profile they want.
yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
But I'm not saying that the chances of you finding somebody who's not married, right, or who's married but isn't married, right, married.
Or sharing.
You would have to really find. You would really have to find that tan line on their finger,
Right.
if they take it off before going to the bar, right? That is your That's why I think meeting people in person is far better than the online. The online dating has made people way lazier, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you think about this too, you're already like all you got to do is read, right?
Yeah.
And you already know everything about them as far as you think you do.
Yeah.
Whereas if you meet somebody in person, you don't know anything about them.
Right.
So right there, you're learning, right? Now,
Right.
I read once in a while. I'm not an advocate reader, but like you lose my interest if I gotta read anything about you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Like,
really?
If you're not telling me
Yeah. Yeah.
what you're about or what you like to do, your hobbies, right? Your things you like to do, what you do for work.
Right.
You know, I get it. Like they always say too, like going on a date is like an interview nowadays too, because you're interviewing somebody. What do you do?
But
How
it
many
is. But
kids?
it
How many
is.
times
You're
you
getting
married?
to the. Well, you ever play 20
Right.
questions?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
It's exactly, and you know what? That has been more normal doing it that way
Right.
for years before this online dating. But once the online dating came out, everyone says, well, now it just feels like when you meet up with somebody, it's an interview. Well, you've been doing that since the dawn of time. But now all of a sudden it's a fucking issue.
It's too much work.
Right. It's too much work. And I've noticed.
Instant gratification.
Yes. And now I realize with the online dating, people don't want to be physically sociable anymore.
No.
They would rather sit next to, like, for instance, he's my boss. We could talk face to face, but nowadays he would just text me, hey, this is what I need you to do.
Right.
Okay. Right?
It's quicker.
Instead of him just coming up to me and be like, hey, I need you to go do that. All right. It's the lack of physical sociability is almost gone.
Right.
Right? He could be laying in his bed and he could text me, hey, I need you to go grab a truck. Okay. Right? Instead of having to get up like everyone else does, physically meet up,
Right.
right? To know, hey, I know where he is. He's up. Whereas he could be in bed and be like, I don't know if he's up. Hey, are you up? Well, if you came to my room and checked, either I'm up or I'm not. Right? If I'm
Right.
not, I'm there. If I am, I'm not in my room.
Right.
Right? But I'm not saying that he does that. He doesn't do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
threw me
saying
under the bus.
sociable, the
Pour gasoline on
sociability
top and set on fire.
of the physicalness out of it, it's going away because of everything's on the phone, everything's online, everything's via text,
Everything nowadays
Is in the palm of your hand.
Yep.
and it's bad. It honestly,
It is.
it's bad.
No.
It's bad, man. You know, we gotta bring back the days of the boombox and the landline, right?
I agree.
You know, physically go and get your music
Yeah.
instead of just. I mean, granted, I love music, so downloading it is nice.
But see, and here's where it comes down to, as far as like
Spotify.
the
Free
many people what
What?
with the many people that complain that they're single and they can't find anyone. It's just like, well, how often do you go out? How often do you start a conversation with someone? How often do you put yourself out there to even be like do you make an effort? Do you try? Do you dress up and make yourself more noticeable? Do you put cologne on? Do you go out with your buddies and do they push it? Like there's so many there's so many ways to do it, to put yourself out there, and all you get is excuses from people. Oh, I tried this, I tried that, and it's not working. It's just like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you really wanted to do it, you'll find a way.
Yeah. If anything that you put effort to it, it can happen.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things that is going on right now is people, I guess more like since COVID, people saw that it's more commodity for you to talk to somebody online, and you can still keep the distance. Like it's that kind of thing. I talk, well, I don't like what I'm writing or what I'm reading. I can just say, not for me.
Right.
Delete it, go to the next one. It's more like I believe that the whole online thing is easier for you.
It's lazy.
Lazy and easier,
No effort.
no effort. What people does not work. Okay, next. Okay, next. There's no feeling attached. Never met the person. It's not gonna be that heartbreak stuff. You become numb.
Right. Well, even just going out, right? So like we'll say hypothetically, okay, so you're in the market for a girl or a guy, whatever, and the simple, just like, why can't you just approach someone without the intentions of it going somewhere? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take the fear out of it. Be like, hey, I'm not looking. I need to approach you with the idea of that I'm not trying to take you home, or I'm not trying to do this. Like, just have a casual conversation. Just like compliment her. Just be like, hey, you have like really pretty eyes, and just start a conversation, and then just kind of make it flow with like just a nice, friendly,
Exactly. I am like, besides the two of you,
Yeah.
I am the opposite. I found success on the online because I met my wife.
Oh, you actually found her online? What website was it?
That was Tinder, actually.
It was no shit.
Yeah, I met her online. We talked, but she's about my age,
Right.
so we start sharing.
I feel like
common-
it's easier when it's
yes.
older too.
So we start sharing the same common things, but that will lead to, why don't we meet up, have a coffee,
Yeah.
see how things goes, and that's how things started. We start meeting, we went to a local coffee shop. We sat down, have talk. We talked for about an hour. She went her way, come back. Then another day, I say, hey, would you like to go out again? That became more like you approach online, but it continue on after that without the online portion.
So in your situation, how often do you like go out and actually talk to women?
All the time.
Go out to bars and talk to them? And
I
shit
can
like
go
that?
to bars, grocery stores.
I mean, I know you're a talker and a half.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with just saying hi to somebody in person.
You just
A
had
lot
shit
of people
luck.
just a lot of people forget that, you know, I think with the past women that I've been with, and I think the past women that I've found, I think I finally had a mental break and said I need to just sit back. But I do talk to women. Like, I have got plenty of girls, not girls. I got a lot of people, women kind that I'm friends with,
Okay.
that I've instantly sparked a conversation with just out and about.
Just
It
to have a
wasn't
casual
online,
conversation.
and it was so far easier
Yeah.
to be able to talk to them right off the spot, right there.
Oh, it's so much easier.
You know, sometimes it's, and again, it doesn't have to be in a bar. One day it was at work. We had a detail. Another time it's at a salon or a bar.
I have to step up, guys.
It's anything like that.
I have to step up because I just got called to sign a license
Oh,
apparently.
I got the same thing. That's
Oh.
only going to be there in a bit.
That's okay. I mean, we can cut it.
Cut it.
So-
But we're gonna continue this.
Yeah, we can continue.
we
as
can make a part two.
I always end up doing a part two because I kept playing with the phone because I tried using my phone as a timer, but it kept going black. But it actually goes over an hour.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I
cool.
didn't. But I have to keep playing with the phone because I don't have an actual timer in front of me.
Oh, that's
So we hit an hour, so we're good
Sweet.
to go.
right.
But
We do
next-
another
Well,
day.
remind me where we left off with this whole thing, because I just. So.
I'll see you later, man.
See you later. Thank you.
Thank you for being on.
Yeah, next time. It was with the whole like going to the bar and talking with women.
Oh. Yes. Okay. So that's what we'll go back to.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Apparently, I just got added to a mission group.
A what?
A mission group.
A mission group?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I might be going on a
So
mission.
we'll cut this short, and I'll see you guys again soon.
Bye, guys.